Okay, so first thing I want you to do is get out your formula sheet, and I want you to look for the formulas that we might be using for this question. Okay, so we are going to assume that 45% of people watch more than an hour of Facebook or YouTube a week. So if I'm stating what I've found so far, that means that the probability that someone watches more than an hour, or the hours of Facebook they watch, is more than 1. That's 0.45. Using the normal approximation, determine whether the approximate probability that the randomly selected sample size of n equals 400, that more than 50% of people will have watched more than 1 hour of Facebook or YouTube in a week. Okay, so we're going to be looking over at our sample proportions in the statistics section. Now you'll see there that the mean is going to be equal to our probability, which is 0.45. And then we're going to have to work out the standard deviation. Once I've got those two things, I can throw it straight into my calculator and get it to give me an answer. So to work out the standard deviation, we're going to be applying the formula for p bracket 1 minus p all over the number in the sample. So that's going to be 0.45 bracket 1 minus 0.45 bracket all over 400. And now if I chuck that in my calculator, execute, square root of our fraction, 0.45, 1 minus 0.45 all over 400, execute. Okay, so we get a standard deviation is equal to 0.02487. Okay, and I'm just going to go to 5 decimal places for that one for no particular reason. Okay, so next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go into the statistics function in my calculator and think about what I want. So for this one, I want that for my normal distribution, I want 50% of people, which means I want the area in here to be 0.5. And I want that to be 50% and our mean is going to be 0.45. We've got our standard deviation. It's part of the normal distribution, so let's go NCD. Now, if we want it to be this way, we want it to be going right, which means that our lower is going to be 0.5. Our upper is going to be infinity. So 10 to the power of 99. Our standard deviation is going to be 0.02487. And our mean is going to be 0.45. Okay, so that gives us a probability of 0.02219. Okay, and I would assume that we're getting that because we've got a slight rounding error in there as well.